So the NCAA's West and East regionals concluded, it's produced some amazing performances. I would like to highlight those by Nigerian athletes who did exceptionally well for their various schools in their various events. Top of my performance is that from Koinsola Ajayi, who broke the long-standing Nigerian 100 meters record of 9.85 seconds set by Olusoji Fasiba in 2006. Ajayi ran a new time of 9.84 seconds. That was outstanding because it's the second fastest time in collegiate history, and it also brings him closer to the 9.7 seconds range. Now, Koinsola Ajayi's performance, apart from it being a world leading time, that's the fastest time in the world this year, it also speaks volume of the talent that he is. Koinsola Ajayi's time is impressive because, considering the fact that he ran that time effortlessly, and there are predictions that he's going to, break the collegiate record of 9.82 seconds set by Christian Coleman, and even the African record of 9.77 seconds. His progression in the past 2 years has been incredible, and this year has just taken it a notch higher, for the Auburn University students. My second performance I'm highlighting is from Samuel Algazi, who also broke the national record. Now, Samuel Ogazi ran an outstanding time of 43.82 seconds to top the men's 400 meters event. With his time, he lowered his national record because he broke Innocent Egbunike's long-standing national record of 44.17 seconds in his season opener about 2 weeks ago, and then he lowered that time to 43.94 before his outstanding performance at the East Regionals to clock a new time of 43.82 seconds. The time is a school record, is the fastest time in the world this year, and it just speaks of the exceptional talent that Ogazi is because it's among the top, or is in the top 5 of the best 400 meters runners in the world, and there are already discussions about him being able to challenge world champion Colin Kebina Chipi from Botswana at the Commonwealth Games or at the Ultimate Championships. My next performance I'll be highlighting is from Israel Okon, who ran in the 100 meters and 200 meters events to qualify. Now, Israel Okon ran a personal best of 9.99 seconds, his first time under the 10 seconds mark. 1 hour later, he came back and he ran the 200 meters in another personal best of 19.94 seconds. Now, what makes his performances exceptional is because these times are world-class standard times, and it did it in the space of 1 hour. Is also only the recent Nigerian athletes, after the Divine Odudu and Udodi Owunzurike, to go under the 10 seconds mark in the 100 meters and the 20 seconds mark in the 200 meters on the same day. Now, Israel Okontu is also a student at Auburn University, making him Koinsola Ajayi's teammate, and he's just 19 years old, and for him to be dropping fast times like this speaks of his exceptional talent that is one to watch out for in future. From the females, one performance I'm going to highlight is from Tima God Bless. Now, Tima has had a very torrid season. She has not, in fact, she forfeited indoors. She started competing outdoors, and it's been a roller coaster of performances for her. But when it mattered most, Tima God Bless delivered in the women's 100 meters event to qualify for the NCAA championships. She ran its new season's best of 11.10 seconds. Now, that shows that she's rounding back to form, at the right time, and at the NCAA championships she can even lower this time, and it will prepare her, for the Commonwealth Games and for the rest of the season. And is the diversity in the events that the women qualified. We have Jessica Oji in the women's shot put, Christina Ochonogo in the women's long jump, Grace Oshokbu in the triple jump. Diversity of events that these athletes qualified in. And then the women's 400 meters, yes, Favor Onya she has been outstanding. She was outstanding at the regionals as well, dropping her PBs in each of her, races. The qualifiers, she ran a new PB of 53, and in the final, she lowered it to 50.25 seconds, making her the second fastest Nigerian this year, behind Ella Onojuwevo's 49.56 seconds. Now, Favor's progression is very, very impressive, and it just shows that she's knocking on that sub 50 seconds mark, of which I'm excited about because she's still very young, and this is going to be her first NCAA championship. So for her to qualify for that, it's exceptional in such a fast time. And we also have Esther Elo Joseph also qualified in the women's 400 meters, running a new PB of 50.9 seconds. So when you look at Favor and Elo Joseph, it shows the depth of the women's 400 meters events, this year, because we still have those based in, we still have the likes of Choma Nwanchukwu, who also qualified, by the way, Patience Okon George, it shows the depth, and Ella Onojuwevo, like I explained earlier on, it shows the depth in the women's 400 meters in the country presently, and it's only a matter of time before we have at least 2 sub 50 seconds runners, which will be good for our relay team. I also like the diversity in the men's qualifications as well. We had, several others. Chinecherem Nnamdi qualifying in the javelin event. We also have Joshua Caleb qualifying in the long jump. We also have Victor Akalu qualifying in the 400 meters. So we have like a diversity of events that Nigerian athletes will be competing at the NCAA championships, which is very good for for Nigerian athletics, because when you look at their development, and their consistency, it brings positive news to Nigerian athletics, and it makes them, to be in shape, especially since the Commonwealth Games is this year, and we still have the World Athletics Ultimate Championship. So kudos to all Nigerian athletes representing the country exceptionally in the NCAAs and even in Nigeria here, because at the African Championships we also saw them perform excellently. So kudos to all Nigerian athletes. It was nice. It's always nice to watch Nigerian athletes do exceptionally well in the sport, and I'm looking ahead, to what they can actually produce at the NCAA Championships.